What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Guava Island on Amazon Prime, a musical short film, a rebel film, music, a rebel with a mission, a musician who. It's okay. This movie, I love this movie. It's like it's a short. It's like an hour long. Okay, there's musical moments, basically working in songs from Donald Glover, starring Donald Glover, directed by Hiro Murai, who's done a bunch of directing for Atlanta and Barry. The movie's written by a bunch of people, but most notably Donald Glover and I believe his brother Stephen Glover. I'm assuming they're brothers because they have the same last name. But it's so good. I've watched it twice already. It's like the way it's filmed is gorgeous. The music is gorgeous. Donald Glover is like, I enjoy his acting. His acting has so much energy to it. His singing has so much heart, and it's just this movie about a musician on an island in the middle of this island. This, I don't think it's real, but and they manufacture goods. It's like their main export. So it deals with the boss. It deals with the kind of capitalism. But it also deals with art. It deals with poverty. And Donald Glover plays this character who's this well-beloved character on the island. He broadcasts his music on the radio. He does this movie has by far the most beautiful ad read I have ever heard that will ever be done to existence. He's doing like this advertisement for some business. I don't even remember what it is, but he sings this song, and it's just the most beautiful. It has like all the music is very much of this island, has very much of an island kind of a feel. It works in the Donald Glover Childish Gambino song "This Is America" in the most beautiful way, where he's trying to express to his coworkers at the factory, how America is a state of mind, and there's a lot of contradictions and hypocrisies that are attached to the concept of America, and those being basically selling your life to work for a company that doesn't give a fuck about you. That happens in the U.S. to different degrees in other places, but capitalism isn't really set up to really give a fuck about people. It's more, and businesses in general, they're more designed to make profit for people that are highly detached from the actual operations of the business. But this is, there's this festival that's supposed to be going on, that Donald Glover's character, he's going to do this festival. He's promoting it on the radio show. It's kind of this thing that butts up against the man, as it were, because this festival is taking place on a Sunday night, I believe, and the owner of the factory doesn't want it to happen, tries to pay him off, doesn't want it to happen because he doesn't want his employees to not show up the next day, because they're going to have they're going to take that night off, and they're going to have fun, and they're going to party, and nobody's going to want to go to work the next day. Happens all the time. I remember while working at Costco, for instance, they would threaten employees because they're like, something would be in town or it'd be a specific holiday. They would threaten employees that would call in sick, that they would be fired if you call in sick on this day. I think like inventory day, there was always rumors about, if you call in sick on inventory day, it's like, and it's just all bullshit because they can't do that legally. But they can threaten you. They can threaten you. It's just you have to know that it's illegal for them to actually do something like that. But this is kind of a similar thing, except for, when people take a day off and there's only one job because it's a small island and it's, the boss, there's only one boss. Everything's, condensed down and boiled down into a more like direct expression of what's going on. And so the boss, he doesn't want it to happen. And he's kind of like the gangster kind of boss. He's like, listen, we can't have this happen. I'm going to pay you. You can get the fuck out of here. And he doesn't want to get the fuck out of here because Donald Glover loves this island and loves the people. The people love him. He and the people are one. He speaks for them in a lot of ways. And he speaks to them through his music. And he gets threatened. He breaks his guitar. He gets roughed up. But the show must go on. At least you don't know. So you don't know at this point. You don't know, is he going to do the show? Is he not going to do the show? We know that the boss doesn't want it to happen or else. Threatened or else. Go watch this movie because it's so good. So, of course, and then his girlfriend, the whole movie itself starts off like a fairy tale where the animation is beautiful. It's got this animated introduction where it's this story about Donald Glover's character playing music, and this girl comes out, and they have this interaction, and he says, well, I'm going to keep coming back until I play a song that's as beautiful as you. So it's this idea that he would come back every night to sing her a new song. And it's kind of how, they fell in love, and they, have this thing together on this island, and it's like this fairy tale. But then in this part of the fairy tale, it's where he stands up as an artist to censorship, to the man, to whatever it is, stands up to them, not only to play his music, but to force the man to give these people a day off. And the people, in the end, this fairy tale ends with, an artist becoming a martyr and people getting a day off guaranteed. Like if the man didn't put pressure and try and silence this artist from speaking and doing their art for the people, and giving the people what they want. Like maybe there would have been a balance struck. But there was no balance. They got their day off. And it's just such a beautiful movie. Just such a beautiful kind of like a fairy tale kind of a movie. The music is gorgeous. The acting is amazing. I don't know who Rihanna... I know she's a pop star. She was great in this. I didn't think her performance was anything special, but she was definitely good in this. With Donald Glover, it's just amazing, as always. I really love his acting. His music is beautiful. And this movie is just like, by far one of my favorite movies. It just made me feel really good. It's done in it's filmed in a unique way. It's, 4:3 aspect ratio, has like this old-timey grain, kind of high contrast, very like 70s, film stock, 80s. Like it's definitely, but similar. It's kind of more of a current. It seems more present. I don't think it takes place necessarily. Maybe it does in like the 70s, but it has that kind of feel, which adds to the warmth and kind of the detached feeling of this island that I don't think even exists. But it has like it adds another layer of fantasy for the movie, and the animation in the beginning is amazing, and the very very end of the movie is beautiful as well, where it's Rihanna telling a story to the child that never got to meet her father, and it's a different type of a story. It's a story of inspiration and following your dreams and the power of that, and the power of standing up against what is culturally kind of people stand up against artists trying to speak out and be themselves and have their opinions. And I love this movie. Go watch it. Guava Island on Amazon Prime. If you don't have Amazon Prime, go try it out for free. InspiredDisorder.com/Prime. Hopefully that still works. If not, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a free membership, free 30-day trial. But go watch Guava Island while you're and forever. I talked about that yesterday. But that's it for this episode. New episodes come out daily. Subscribe on IGTV and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at patreon.com/InspiredDisorder. InspiredDisorder.com for all of my original artwork. At Ray Taylor for me on social media. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out!